refining that that polonium certainly took a chunk out of my power supply, or my power store, but it wasn't as much as I thought it was going to be. It was like a little under 300 giga FEs, but I've got like a little over a trillion FEs. So I suppose I should be in moderately good shape. But there is another way of generating power, which is available in this pack, albeit in a couple of different forms, and that would be refining oil. And so what I'd like to do, I've already built the machines for these, but I'd like to see if I can refine oil and, well, harness its energy too. It's not exactly clean, but now there are different kinds of ways to do this. In the desert, there are sands that give you bitumen. You get it from digging up bituminous red sand and separating it in a centrifugal separator, and you get crude tar, which you can really only burn, sand, and bitumen. You take the bitumen and you use a centrifugal separator on it, and you get more crude oil and some tar. You can take the crude oil and use a fractionating still to refine it into diesel and gasoline. Now, diesel, you'd refine into another fractionating still into kerosene. Kerosene, you're refining another fractionating still to get gasoline, add it to the gasoline you've already got, and refine that into another fractionating still to liquid propane gas, I think. And then you'd burn that in a compression dynamo to get 1.8 million RF per bucket. All the other things you can burn in this process are they don't produce as much. So the more you refine, the more you get. Now I'm going to need another room for that. I wonder, is it by any chance possible to make a door out of treated wood? I never really looked into it. Apparently you can't. Never mind. Oh well, wouldn't have been a bad idea. What other kinds of doors are there? Well, there's your regular wooden kinds. Doors for trains, framed glass. This one's from Blue Skies. We haven't gotten to Blue Skies yet. Everybody's got their own doors. There's even netherite doors if you really want to show off. But what I was hoping to find was a door from Engineer's Decor, or however you want to say that. Well, the place is not to have its own door. Oh well. I guess I'm stuck with what I got. So I just where did I put all the extra wood I had? Is it in? No, it must still be in. Wait, it is there. They're planks. No wonder I couldn't tell. Then I can cut a hole in the wall. And well, it looks like this area is on something of a higher level. So I might make a connecting tunnel and use some of the dirt Come to think of it, I think I got rid of a lot of dirt when I was trying to make that singularity. I distinctly remember doing that. So I guess what I ought to do is bring the stone cutter down here. Oh, that reminds me. Before I forget, there. And put these back. It'd be a little forgetful of me to not have this in the background. After all, I need a lot of fissile fuel. Let's see what I can do with these. Yeah, here we go. And I guess if I'm gonna put it on a higher level, fill this in. I know I'm filling it with cobblestone as opposed to dirt like I usually do, but in my defense I have a ton of cobblestone. Okay, this I think is a high enough level. Well, okay, yeah, because the floor here is going to be a bit different from the floor that I've been using elsewhere. You see, I have a lot of terracotta around. And if you smelt the stuff, it makes a lot of really cool patterns. As long as you smelt it after you've dyed it. Speaking of dyeing stuff, I think all my lapis is in my yeah, in the AE system. But that's what I figure I'll use, the terracotta, at least at first. Yeah, see this pattern? But this isn't just any old pattern. This pattern, it's actually in like, if you were to put like 4 of these blocks in a square, that's how you get the full pattern. Oh, before I forget, I got the blocks, but I never got the pipes. I think I need a couple of logistical pipes too. There, yeah. I'm gonna use the list of these. I'd like the freedom to be able to go outside my... Did none of those actually have a, there wasn't a Couldn't see a raid captain anywhere. That's unusual. Is that all of them? No. Well, the consequences of that shouldn't be too severe. Why? Because I don't plan on visiting the village nearby anytime soon. If I were to visit the village, that would set off a raid. I'm not so sure that anybody can really do that, can they? I mean, there's a lot involved in stopping a raid. Still, I should be able to wait this out. Oh. Yeah, and I get one of these things. Maybe I'll hang it up over there. Alright. Anyway, about this pattern. Maybe it's only true with some of them. I don't know. I'll put some plain terracotta here. Maybe I'll go back and get some of the granite. I know I have some of that left over. If I can find out where I put the stuff. Ah, there it is. I don't know how big of an area I'm going to need exactly. But I might want to make it, well, kind of high. So there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 blocks total. I suppose I could put the oh, you know what I really need? Power cables. Do I have any more Ultimate Universal cables anywhere? It doesn't look like it. Still, they're not exactly that hard to come up with. Okay, so the centrifuge. When using bituminous sand, it puts out 3 things. And one of those I think I can safely put directly into a backpack. Should have a spare one of those lying around with nothing in it. Set that down there. Put a logistical transporter. Interesting. I'm wondering if I'm going to need to filter these any. Is there a way to make it so that I can only pass sand out of a certain... I don't know, I can't see one. Although there is a filter upgrade to this backpack, but I don't know whether or not... Maybe I'll whip up one of them. There might be a quest for it, just for sake of argument. Come to think of it, maybe that's the solution. Where did I put the slime? I had like a ton of it once. Obviously not here. Ah, yeah, it was there. Alright. Did I really just not get string? There we go. Well, that's the filter upgrade. Let me see what it does here. Well, block and match storage contents. I wonder if that means I can take some sand. No, wait a minute. Do I have sand? Or did I smelt it onto glass? I don't know. Either way, I think that one filter is enough for now. Maybe I'll do this with the other two. The centrifuge puts 3 solid items. Maybe I only need 2 filters. I don't know. I do have some tar hanging around. Well, I wasn't expecting to straight up use these up immediately. A configurator. I'll make it pull from there and push to there. There we go. And the bitumen connects to the other centrifugal separator. So I guess maybe what I ought to do instead is connect the other centrifugal separator right next to the first. Take the input from there. And then the output this time doesn't, it's not 3 solid objects like before, it's 2 solid objects. Or actually no, it's 2 objects, one solid, one liquid. No, wait, that's the top, isn't it? There. I better turn these on too. And make another filter upgrade. Actually, before I forget, I gotta put... Did I really take a door and just not... Well, I don't know. Maybe I'll just make this door out the... Put it in the back, like I did that one for the immersive engineering machine room. Okay, so as I was saying... There we go. Now... Now I got another filter upgrade. And then... Well, these should go in a sequential fabricator. I'll need 9 tar balls. I'll need to make the tar balls into blocks of tar. We'll have to program that in later, though, won't I? And then where's it going to come out? Oh, right above the door. That shouldn't be too hard. And then the input's going to come from the other side. But I'll need to make another, or maybe I can just use the logistical transporters I have. Are there logistical transporters? Yeah, logistical transporters that I have now. Okay, so if the liquid's coming out of the other end, then this is where I put the sequence of fractionating stills. Liquid comes in this end, and well, now here's where this gets interesting. Why exactly? I mean, I've got two different inputs. Shouldn't I be able to put them out in two different directions? I wonder. What if the key to all this is using upgrades? Like those, for instance. Does that mean that I can... Apparently not. Is there an upgrade that allows me to differentiate between inputs and outputs? Because if that's the case, I probably don't need the filter upgrades for the backpacks, do I? I hadn't quite thought of that. Wait a minute. It looks like those do exist, but I'll need to make them out of signalum. Well, signalum's not that hard to come up with.